Hello and welcome back to Focus Atlanta. Thanks so much for continuing to watch. In this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about cyberbullying and how important it is that we have these discussions. I'm here with Kurt Smalley. Kurt, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, can you give me a little history about Stand for the Silent?
Stand for the Silent was started by my wife Laura and I back in 2010 when we lost our 11-year-old son Ty to suicide because of being bullied. And we did a lot of research and found out that we're losing kids every single day in our country to suicide. And we had to do something. We had to try to make that stop. And so we founded an organization with the help of a bunch of high school kids from Oklahoma City. Um, we travel around and we speak at schools. I've been to over 6,000 schools, talked to a little over 4.5 million kids. We leave resources with each school and community that we go to for not only the schools and the students, but for parents. Um, we're just trying to make a difference, trying to make this stop.
First of all, thank you for sharing your story. I'm so sorry about the loss of your son. Can you just tell me what part of you, because I got to say, for many of us, we would just hide under a rock, right? I'd close the closet door and I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to keep telling this story. It would be very easy for you all to just fall into the background after a loss like that. But you said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep telling his story. I'm going to keep trying to save children. Why?
Keisha, I felt the pain. I felt the devastation that losing a child to suicide causes, all the unanswered questions. And Laura and I, we didn't want another mom and daddy to go through that. It's devastating. It truly, truly is. My wife Laura passed away 3 years ago in November from a brain aneurysm. Is what they told me. I think that she actually died of a broken heart, missing our boy. And, I've made it my life's mission. I've thrown myself completely into what I do now to try to make that stop. I saw what it did. I can't picture another family going through that and another child thinking that that's the only option they have.
I can't. Thank you doesn't seem like enough, but that's what my heart feels like saying is, thank you for doing this for other families. Thank you for doing this for other parents, because again, in my head, that's really what's pushing this narrative. It's the families. It's the people who love these kids. It's the people who are behind them, the parents, who know that there's another way, that there are other options, and we could do something. So to that end, now, kind of standing on the other end of it, what is it that you want us to tell our kids? What is it that you want parents to do? Because again, I think parents feel very helpless at the end of the day when their children are in pain and they don't know what's going on, and they don't realize how vicious cyberbullying and bullying can be. What are you telling them? What do you want us to, what is our mission?
Well, our main message to kids when we talk to them is, I am somebody. We teach them that they have the right to be here, that they have the right to be exactly who they are, and that we love the somebody that they are, just exactly the way they are. As far as parents go, we have got to learn to communicate with our children again. As a society, we've lost that ability. Our kids are being raised by social media, by technology.
You're right. You're right. Again, I just can't imagine being a parent and having to suffer that loss. And so again, I thank you for continuing to be an advocate. I thank you for continuing to do this work for other parents. But I can't let you get out of here without giving us a website. Is there a website? Is there a place that parents, administrators, teachers, whomever can go and learn a little bit more?
Sure. We have our Stand for the Silent website, which is just www.standforthesilent.org. And then we actually opened up a new website recently that deals strictly with cyberbullying. Both of them have tremendous amount of resources for parents, schools, students. Uh, the new website, it still is part of Stand for the Silent. It's called socialbullets.org. And it has downloadable guides on there. There's a video that's very, very powerful. There's a downloadable guide for parents. Most of us older folk don't realize that there are ways to stop
Yeah,
cyberbullying,
yeah.
but we don't know the steps.
Kurt, thank you for your time. Thank you for your diligence and your advocacy in this work. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for helping me get my message out. We're actually going to be in the Atlanta area, not in Atlanta itself. In April, we're going to Conyers, Georgia, to speak at a school, and then I'm going to Rome, Georgia, to speak at the following day to speak at a youth detention center for troubled kids. So I can't wait
Excellent.
to be back in that area. We've been, to Habersham County, a lot of the schools around that area over the years, and I really love the people down there.
Oh, thank you so much. And again, thank you for your work and thank you for your time. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, guys. There is something that we can do. We don't have to feel hopeless. We don't have to feel hopeless. There is a way for us to help our children through these traumatic periods. Sometimes we just need a little help. We need a little guide. We need a little, push in the right direction. And perhaps going to this website will be that direction that you need. Thanks so much for tuning in to this segment of Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back.